History remembers World War II through its epic clashes, the D-Day landings, the brutal siege of Stalingrad, the island-hopping campaigns in the Pacific. These were battles that defined the war. But there was another front, a forgotten theater of war, so grueling and relentless that it broke even the most battle-hardened soldiers. It wasn't just about fighting the enemy, it was about fighting the world itself. I'm talking about the Burma campaign. Why was this front so uniquely hellish? Start with the terrain. Imagine hacking your way through dense, triple-canopy jungle where the sun barely penetrates. The air is thick, humid, and suffocating. Leeches are everywhere, dropping from trees, crawling up your boots. Snakes, scorpions, and giant spiders are your constant companions. You're not marching on roads. You're clawing your way up steep, muddy hills and through treacherous ravines. Every step is a struggle. Then there's the weather. For half the year, the monsoon season turns the entire landscape into a sea of mud. Rivers swell into impassable torrents, washing away bridges and supply lines. Trenches fill with water, and soldiers live, eat, and sleep in a perpetual state of being soaked. This constant dampness led to rampant trench foot, jungle sores that refused to heal, and a host of other debilitating skin conditions. Just staying dry was a battle in itself, and the diseases, malaria, dysentery, dengue fever, typhus. For every soldier wounded in combat, many more were evacuated due to sickness. In some units, malaria casualties were 10 times higher than battle casualties. These were invisible enemies that attacked from within, sapping soldiers of their strength, their will to fight, and sometimes their very lives. The constant threat of sickness was a psychological weight that never lifted. Now, add a determined and ruthless enemy. The Japanese soldiers fighting in Burma were masters of jungle warfare. They were experts at camouflage, ambushes, and infiltration. They could appear out of nowhere and vanish just as quickly. Fighting them meant constant, nerve-shredding vigilance. You couldn't relax for a second. The jungle itself felt alive with unseen threats, turning every patrol into a high-stakes game of survival. This combination of brutal terrain, relentless weather, rampant disease, and a tenacious enemy created a perfect storm of misery. Supply lines were a nightmare to maintain. Often the only way to get food and ammunition to the front was through airdrops, or by using mules, which also suffered terribly in the conditions. Soldiers were often underfed, exhausted, and pushed to their absolute physical and mental limits before they even saw combat. This was a war of attrition not just against an army, but against nature itself. Letters and diaries from soldiers who served there speak of a deep, soul-crushing exhaustion. They felt isolated, forgotten by the wider world, fighting a private war in a green hell. While headlines focused on Europe, these men from Britain, India, Africa, and America endured some of the most horrific conditions of the entire war. The Burma campaign wasn't just a battlefield. It was a test of human endurance pushed to its breaking point. It serves as a stark reminder that sometimes the greatest enemy isn't the one holding a rifle, but the very ground you stand on. Thanks for watching, and if you found this piece of forgotten history interesting, please like and subscribe for more.